Okay, guys, welcome to the next adventure in the Emma Storm campaign, the Distant Worlds 2 EDRPG adventures. Um, Hopefully, you're going to enjoy the adventure in that. So, I'll get into the adventure and we'll get started. As I was, mentioning it earlier, there's when you're playing EDRPG, there's two ways you can play it: mapped and mapless. Mapped is like when you go around to your friend's house and you've got the table map and that of like a dungeon on a table and you move your characters around like we did on the first adventure. And then you've got the second version, mapless, like I did on the last adventure, where like you're going into the cave and you've got a left-hand passage and a right-hand passage, and basically I'm describing it and you're building the layout as we go. The campaign will be mainly mapless because I'm not that great at artists at drawing the maps. There is some great game masters out there, but I'm not one of those who can draw the lovely artwork. So
You can draw it with your words.
I'm great at descriptive, storytelling, as my books contain. But anyway, doing a quick recap of the campaign so far. The first adventure we had, you were hired to recover some documents and a family heirloom, which is like a wooden cube with a flame on it, which you managed to do, and you basically returned it to the person who hired you. What you didn't realise at the time was the person who hired you works for a mysterious person called Mr. C. He's very mysterious and there's not much known about him. There's also been a separate roleplay part going on in Distant Worlds 2, the bandits versus the hunters. There was an intercepted transmission which one of the other players has solved, which basically explains that Mr. C has released the hunters and the bandits on the expedition. Now, you guys won't encounter the bandits on the EDRPG, but you may come across the hunters.
I think we came across them already.
You came across them on the last adventure.
Exactly, yeah.
And as I said, there's a lot more of them, which is true, and you'll probably come across them a bit more as the adventure, your campaign continues. Bit of background: the bandits basically fought the Fleet Defence Force over a gravitational anomaly, which basically was some of them been detected along the actual route of the expedition. Inside the anomaly, after the battle, which the Fleet Defence Force actually won, they found a damaged escape pod with a message inside a bottle inside it, and that message is actually being decrypted. What it is and how it relates to the overall roleplay, you'll have to see. As I say, the last adventure we had was the one where you had to go down to the planet and you found the palladium from the spoilers were gathering, along with that message that was engraved in it. You also came across a crystalline key, and of course, as you said, you came across the hunters as well. So you know that hunters are out there somewhere, but you don't know exactly what they're doing or what they're going to do.
They seemed keen to get their hands on the key that we found, though.
Also, there's a 5 on the key. That might indicate that there are 4 others, or even more.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mysterious. We'll have to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say with regards to the crystalline key, there is a puzzle there, and you'll have to see if you can solve it as we go along the campaign. But right at the end of the last adventure, you were approached, by telepresence messaging, and basically inviting you to a certain person who basically wanted to, offer you some work. So you've basically headed off to the location where he's going to meet you, which is pretty much in a system where the current Distant Worlds 2 waypoint is. Okay, so I'm going to read the basic information, and basically then I'll post it in the chat. So we're now starting the actual adventure. This one is called the Galactic Recovery Agency.
Concerning in between adventures and buying stuff, shall we do that before or after?
Yeah, I'm jumping ahead of the gun. My apologies, guys.
That's all right.
Yeah, so you got the list in the Discord of the next Between Adventure shopping list. Again, you can only have 2 of those items.
Right.
So just let us know what you're going to have and post it in the chat, and adjust your money accordingly. Start on same game. We're going from the left to the right on the Roll20 voices. So Commander Silversheen, you're up first. What would you like to buy?
Yeah, since I used a med pack in that last adventure, I will go ahead and upgrade to the advanced med pack instead of the standard that I had. So that's 4,000 credits. And then I'll pick up the magnesium torch as well, in case we get into some dark situations.
Okay.
And then for, are we going to do like an in-between, like our exploration stuff as well?
Yeah, basically, when you're doing a campaign, you always have a Between Adventure shopping list that GM has, creates, plus your Between Adventure, roles, be it trading,
whatever,
bounty hunting, exploration. You always do the 2. If you're doing single standalone adventures, you may not get shopping lists and that, but there's nothing to say you can't merge single ones together. Say you're doing a single adventure, then you played another game with a different game master. You not then do your Between Adventure because you played the game before, and there is always an option of playing the EDRPG on your own without a GM, because there is that section in the main EDRPG core book.
Right.
So which Between Adventure activity do you want to do?
I'll do exploration again, which is the same as last time, and my exploration value has not changed, so it's 22, which maps to 1 million credits again.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Snorks, you're up. What would you like to buy from the shopping list?
I'll buy the toxin detector and the oxygen mask and tank, which is 32 credits in all.
Yeah.
I would also like to buy some grenades. Is that possible? Like, is it considered as ammunition, or?
I'll say basic grenades, you're probably going to be okay. Usually it's only if it's on the list, but I don't actually have any specific ammunition, so I'm saying basically that if you've got a weapon and you need to reload your ammo, then you can do that. With regards to the grenade option, only be able to buy 2 basic grenades, not any EMP or anything, just the basic normal grenades. Buy 2 to like refill your ammo, unless the only time it changes would be if I have them on the shopping list.
Alright, then I will also have 1 flashbang grenade and 1 frag grenade.
Okay.
That is another 9. Alright, and for my in-between adventures, I will also do exploration, which is a value of 24, and that means 1 million credits.
Okay, and Dexter? Can you hear us, Dexter?
Yes, sorry, I had a mouthful of caramel.
That's okay.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, it's good reason at all as well. So
My
you're up.
wife brought me caramel squares, so
What would you like from the shopping list?
I'm gonna go ahead and get the magnetic grapple
Yeah.
and the motion sensor,
Okay.
and that'll be 1,070 credits. And I will be doing exploring with a value of 23 for 1 million credits.
Okay. So you're all done.
Yeah.
As I say, at this time, if you want to upgrade your ships and that, yeah, between the last adventure and the new one, the new build will take effect from this point forward, because you've done the between adventure activity. So on the next
Right.
between adventure, it'll be the new build.
I looked into that, but as our ships are like anacondas, each new module would cost like at least 20 million.
Yeah, they are expensive. Not the most expensive ship in the game, mind you. The
No,
most
Looking at you,
expensive,
the cutter.
the most expensive ship in Elite Dangerous RPG is the Imperial Explorer.
Oh, alright.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's on the exploration supplement.
Oh, that's
And
the thing that doesn't fit in the station, isn't it?
yeah, it comes with its own small landing
It's a
pad.
colony ship.
Yeah, it comes
That
with
is
its own small landing pad inside it. And it's pretty much you park it in orbit, and it's a mobile battle station. Pretty much,
That sounds awesome.
it's how do I explain it? Take a fully outfitted, A-rated battle Anaconda. You know roughly how much that might cost.
Mm-hmm.
Times
800
1,000.
million.
Times 1,000. Okay.
Let me get the actual price and that for you.
That's okay. I don't think we can afford it.
You also need to have the Empire rank of King.
That I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I was reading about the theories of how that would work in the actual Elite Dangerous game that we have now, and it would have like level 10 and higher modules.
yeah, I really wish it was in the game.
They don't yet have larger than the mail slot ships because we don't have any
Yeah.
support yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out of
The-
fuel, and that's it.
The,
Throw the ship away.
the stats for the Imperial Explorer, basic space stats here. It's classed as a huge spacecraft with dimensions of 226.3 meters length by 91.2 meters wide by 85.7 meters high. It's got a speed of 3, agility of 0. It's got a fuel range of 128 tons or 1,280 light years. Weapons are 1 huge, 5 large and 2 medium. 8 utility mounts, class 8 across the board, power plant, thrusters, FSD, life support, power distributor and sensors. Internal, it's got 4 size 8, 2 size 7, 2 6 and 2 size 1 and 1 size 5 military. Yeah, I can see it, Snorks, you've gone quiet.
Yeah, I can't hear your voice if you're talking.
Resetting, 1 sec. Testing, can you guys hear us?
Alright, I think we're all here.
Wishblend, I'm here.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
everyone hear
I think-
everybody else?
Yeah.
I can hear everyone, yes.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
I'm sorry, my internet provider chooses to cut the connection once every evening.
So yeah, I was basically just explaining the stats of the Imperial, Explorer and that. This is the price I'm about to paste in the chat is the base assembly line variant.
514 million is not that bad.
Just need to play another 511 sessions and we'll get there.
Now this is the
Well, we can group our
regional.
money together.
This
That's true.
price is the regional battleship variant.
It's more like it, yeah.
That comes with a huge fixed plasma accelerator and 5 large turreted beam lasers and 2 medium turreted multi-cannons. It's a beast in that. If you went to attack it, you'll probably end up being a fly on a windscreen.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I feel like that's the ship you get if you have like a campaign that like lasts for 2 years, and then as an adventure group you get one of those as a base station or something.
Yeah. Or you can just use a mega ship.
Yeah, we'll just get a BOA class trader ship.
Yeah, Boa is actually smaller than that.
Is a BOA smaller than that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the BOA was a lot bigger.
I think Boas can land on actual stations though, I think. I'll have to look back into it, but anyway, again, now we've all done the Between Adventures and shopping list, I'm going to start the actual adventure. Are you guys ready?
All
Yes.
set.
Okay. This adventure is called the Galactic Recovery Agency, and it pretty much continues not long after the last adventure finished. You've all been invited to one of the megaships of the Galactic Recovery Agency, where you've all been specially selected to join the GRA. All you know is that the GRA specialises in recovering stolen property, and that this is your first day working for them. After landing and entering the receptionist area, Susan Shaw welcomes you all to GRA and asks that you take a seat as the case dispatcher is running 20 minutes late. Do a perception check. You need a 7.
Ugh,
You
Good
can use
start.
karma on that.
good start.
Let's see if he wants to use the karma. One of you
Yeah.
one's got
I've got it.
over. As one of you has passed, number 7. I'll do the basically. I'll read out that one, and then say
Yeah.
you won't need to re-roll the one, because I assume that Dexter will pass the information across to you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, looking around the office, you see there's some sofas and 2 doors with one including mattress leading to a bathroom. On the receptionist's desk is a photo of Susan kissing another woman with a matching wedding ring to the one she's wearing. There's also a file called Ruby Light on the desk. What do you want to do?
Well, let's just walk up to her and introduce ourselves and say we're here for the job. Whatever that might be.
Okay, she acknowledges you and says, yep, thank you for coming in that. The case dispatcher is running 20 minutes late. He'll be here as soon as he can.
Do you want us to just wait around here, or?
Yeah, you can either wait around, look at certain things, go to the bathroom. But basically, when you're ready, we skip on to the when the case dispatcher arrives. Unless, of course, you want to do anything in the meantime.
Is there anything else in the room? Like, are there pictures of, I guess there, or like, I don't know, stories of what the Galactic Recovery Agency does?
There's no pictures, but you can draw a planetary knowledge check. See if any of you have got any knowledge of them from the past. You need a difficulty check of 5. Yeah, it's going to be another one of those nights, isn't it?
Hey, we started with a 4 and a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you basically know that the Galactic Recovery Agency, or GRA for short, basically they're like bounty hunters, but instead of hunting for people, they go out and recovering stolen property or property that people have run out on payments for, and just recovering it back via like the courts and that. They have a good standing with the Pilots Federation, but only the people who work for them or have had run-ins with them actually know about them. It's a quiet organisation, but it's above board and that. It's not a criminal one.
That's good.
Anything else you want to do?
I guess I'm fine.
I'll just strike up a conversation with Susan there. Kill the time. Ask her what it's like working with the GRA. Ask her if she's ever heard of these hunters that seem to be harassing the Distant Worlds 2 expedition. That kind of thing.
Okay, do a charm check then. Basically, what is your character, male or female?
Male.
You need a difficulty of 12.
Okay. 3. How does a 3 strike you, Susan?
Basically, he got a cold look at you, as if saying, "Really, you're trying to chat me up?"
I'm interested in the file on the desk. That's. Wouldn't mind seeing if the ruby light strikes me as anything I might have heard of before.
Well, if Silversheen tries to get the file, it's a free fail because he's basically got a very low charm skill. If anybody else wants to have a dabble at it.
I will, but I'm not going to be charming. I don't think that's my way.
You want to try stealth?
No. No.
Intimidate. No.
I will go to the toilet and just stuff tons and tons of toilet paper into the first stall, and then flush it so it runs over, and then I'll scream, "Oh my god, your toilets are clogged!"
Okay. Let me see. That'll be a luck roll. Roll a d10. You need a even number.
Alright.
See if you're lucky enough.
Yes.
Good one.
Yeah. I need to make these checks a bit harder for you guys. You're really, really good at them. So yeah, you look holds, and she basically gets up and runs over to look into the toilet, to see what's coming out. Give you a few minutes to peruse the office without anybody there, but it's only a couple of minutes before she'll come back out.
I am definitely going to peruse that file then.
I'd be like,
And,
hey, what are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
Take a camera out.
You're
and
going
take
through her
pictures.
desk when she's not around?
There's something fishy about what's going on lately. I just want to know everything about.
These are the good guys, right? The GRA?
Sure, but this file might be about the bad guys.
Okay, so you quickly open up the file and have a look through it. The information in the file says that the Ruby Light holds a supercomputer with unknown data stored on it, and despite attempts to learn what secret information it holds, they have not managed to locate any more information.
Alright, I'll snap a picture of that file and then close it up and put it exactly how it was.
Okay. So once you've finished all that, Susan comes back out and sits back down at the desk, and then actually picks the file up and slides it into a drawer out of the way of you guys. Your contact then arrives as a man walks into the office. This is your case dispatcher, and he says, "Hi, I'm Tony Small. Please come with me," and takes you all into the inner office before closing the door. Thank you.
All right.
He then basically says, "Thank you for joining the Galaxy's top recovery specialist, but I'm sorry to say that your first case will be a hard one, and that's why you've all been brought together. As you know, you are free to work for yourself between acquisitions, but once you're on the case, that takes priority. Your target is Peter Long, a well-known smuggler with an aggressive attitude towards police and bounty hunters. You don't have to kill him, even though he does have a bounty of 40,000 credits on him. What you are being asked to do is find the location of the Ruby Light. Our report says it's somewhere in the Karuka 38 system. I can't give you much more information than that, as it's rumoured that Peter Long has lots of informants feeding him information. Your orders are to find a deep cover operative called Will Smith in Pete's Food and Liquor Bar. For reference, that's pretty much a system not far from your current location."
Before I leave the toilet, I just
You were scouting, you're looting it.
no, I'm breathing onto the mirror to see if there's any hidden message there.
There's only one message that appears. It says, "No message here."
Alright. Okay.
As if I did the same trick twice.
Hey, you never know.
I take it you also looked around the bathroom while you were in there.
Yeah.
All that was in the bathroom was a soap dispenser, liquid one, and a white towel.
And now a clogged toilet.
Yeah, now blocked toilet. The white towel can be used as a makeshift bandage if you wanted to.
I remember the books that I read in my young life, and remember that you should always have a towel with you, so I just put it in my pack.
Yeah, a bit of the old hitchhiker bit here, but yeah, you always travel with a towel. Doesn't everybody know
Exactly.
that? Okay, so with your mission at hand, you decide to fly to, your system. Will you ring up or fly separately?
Can I clarify one thing with Tommy there before we leave? And that's that our mission is to find the Ruby Light, find the location of the Ruby Light.
Yeah, your mission is to find and recover the Ruby Light.
And recover. Okay, and that's a ship itself, right?
Yes.
Okay, and
It's
the guy that we're trying to find here, Peter Long, we suspect that he knows its location.
Peter Long basically is rumoured to know where it is.
Right. Okay.
Basically, all I will give is that it's a red Asp Explorer.
The Ruby Light is.
The Ruby Light is a red Asp Explorer. Peter Long is basically knows pretty much where it is. but he doesn't like bounty hunters or police and has a bounty on him for 40,000 credits. But you don't have to kill him, to basically for the bounty if you don't want to.
Okay.
What all you basically got to do is go to a planetary base in said system, which is in the chat, and basically you're looking for a person called Will Smart in Pizza Food and Liquor Bar. That's in the station somewhere.
All right, let's try that.
Okay, cool. I understand. Thanks.
Okay, so you've now headed back to your ships, and
I would say we go as a wing.
Yeah, so Wishblend there asked a good question, which is, are we gonna each fly our own ships, I guess, right? Because our mission here is to recover another ship.
Yeah, also there's someone who has a bounty on their hat, so
Yeah,
I guess wouldn't hurt to come with a bit of firepower.
true.
I
But
think we can
then-
hire a pilot.
then also in the past adventures or couple of days, we found a ship every time that we needed to pilot home somehow.
Well, that's true, and we've always figured out a way to get it back.
That is
Yeah.
also true.
one thing I will add is even if you have to leave a ship in a station of some sort, there is always the ship transfer function in the main PC game to
Yeah.
shift your ship so be ready for your next adventure.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, let's each fly our ships and go together in a wing. I think that's the right approach.
Yeah.
Okay, do a initiation roll. That's a normal D10 C play order.
So that's with tactics, right?
Yeah. Okay. Snorks and Dexter, do you want to roll again? Because you both had the same number.
Sure.
So, let's see. High to low would be Silver Sheen at the top, then Dexter, then Snorks. Oh, got the orders already ready. Fancy that. So, yep, you leave the mega ship, which is cruising along its own little route, and you fly to this system. Not long after you jump into the system, you get interdicted.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to do a D10. D10 roll and basically see who's going to end up being interdicted.
Okay.
Typical. Had to be the fourth player slot, didn't it? I'm going to re-roll that. Give me a sec. There we go. Player 1 should be Silver Sheen. You've just basically been interdicted, so you need to do a spaceship piloting check. To win interdiction, you need to win 2 in a row.
Okay. So is this like a contested role, me versus the pilot who's interdicting me?
Yes.
Okay. So my piloting skill, right? That's a 4. And I rolled a 1. That's awesome. I'll reroll that with karma. Why not? We have an extra karma point now that we're only mostly harmless. Try again. That's better. 9.
Right, give me a sec. That'd be the
Haha.
I failed on that one with a 1. So
Right.
you won the first bit, you need to win the second one.
Alright. Ship, don't fail me now. Well, at least I'm consistent. Oh. +8.
Probably has a really good interdictor.
Alright, so that's 1 and 1. Now what?
So I need to roll again.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh.
So,
And he's gone.
Okay, he won 2 in a row.
so yeah, so basically you've now been dragged out of Super Cruise.
Alright. I'll light my wing beacon.
Yep.
Oh shit, guys! I've been interdicted. Do I see another ship dropping into normal space alongside me?
Sort of.
Oh crap.
You have 3 ships drop out beside you. How is your shields?
Full power to shields at the moment. Let's put a pip in shields, if that helps. So I've got 265 shields.
Right, I just need to roll the order.
Okay.
So, how soon can we join him?
You'll
And
basically drop in after them. Basically, it'll be so depending on the order. Silver Sheen, if you want to roll, I'll give you the first one because you'll be the player. So
Mhm.
you'll get the first go. Then it'll be the 3 NPCs,
Okay.
and then it'll be Dexter and Snorks. Because obviously
Alright.
they're basically you're traveling the wing. They've been dragged out at the same time as you because they were smart and navlocked you. So when you dropped out, they dropped out. Alright, so the first one is for Jessica.
Alright, let's pull up that space combat cheat sheet.
Yes, I'm looking through it now. What can I do to stay alive in my poor exploration vessel?
This is why I give you the ability to add guns to your ship.
Yep.
I mean, you have like 4 times as much shields as they have altogether.
That is
Unless
good.
they have enhanced shielding. Or is it shown on the actual ships? Is it...
Yeah,
If
if
you
you
click on
click
the
on the
ship,
ship,
you
you can see them.
Oh.
Okay. So that's pretty
I'm up
much.
first.
Just need to put Dexter and Snorks below. There we go.
Okay.
So as you can see, you've got an Adder, Cobra Mark III, and the Eagle Mark III. I would say they do have bounties, all 3 of them.
Okay.
So if you kill them, you get a bounty.
Cool. And we're gonna start at distance, right?
Yeah, all starts at distance, and then basically you go up close. Give me a sec while I just grab my your GM screen so I can get the combat thing in front of me.
Okay.
I feel like I am gonna do some chicken. It's just too much fun against small ships.
That's true.
Okay, so yep, this is your first bout of space combat in Elite EDRPG.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you got two zones: up close and at distance. It does say in the core book basically what each one does, but if you're not sure, just give me a shout and I'll basically grab it and explain what each one does.
Okay. Got a little summary written up here, but I'll probably have to refer to each action specifically as well. I always have a hard time finding the combat rules section. Where is that exactly?
Page 67.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
I can cheat in a way because I've got it as a PDF on the computer, so I can search for certain words. Right, going through the basically combat actions, just so you have an idea of what's what. Broadside is mainly used when you've got big ships with turrets. It's like the old sailing ships on Earth. You basically, the two ships go side by side and just literally open up, firing the cannons at each other. If your ship's got turrets but the one doesn't, it's just your ship firing broadside as you're flying past it. Chicken is literally, you both fly towards each other and basically write down what you're going to do, either ram or evade. If you're both players basically say ram, then you crash into each other and there's a damage thing taken. If one of you say you're going to evade, the other one says ram, they basically win their dogfight automatically and get behind you and attack you straight away. Disengage is when you're trying to get out of a dogfight and basically get to distance so you can escape or line up for another long distance run. The distance ones are flee, joust and snipe. Flee is basically flee in the combat arena. Joust is you're basically flying in, shooting your weapons one at a time until you basically miss, and then you'll basically go back out to distance again. Snipe basically sits in my apologies. Joust, you basically end up in going from at distance and end up at close range. Snipe basically you sit out in the distance and basically turn your ship into a big flat target which basically like fires your turrets or weapons with an improved buff for hitting, but your defense pretty much goes to zero because you've turned your ship into like a turret. Strafe, you basically fly into up close range where your target ship is, and then as soon as you miss with any of your lasers, you basically fly out the other side. If you basically don't miss, you keep firing your weapons until you either used all your weapons or you basically miss. Up close, basically, say like for example, Amy and Silver Sheen were in the actual up close range. Basically, Amy will do a dogfight, say on Silver Sheen. Silver Sheen will also do a dogfight, and whoever has a higher number wins a dogfight. Say Silver Sheen wins a dogfight against Amy that Amy started. He then gets behind Amy and gets another free attack. Basically shoots in at Amy.
Mm-hmm.
If he basically starts a dogfight against Amy and loses the dogfight, she then gets behind him and gets the free attack. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Nope.
Okay.
We'll get started and see how it goes.
Last thing I will say in regards to critical hits. Critical hits only happen when an enemy's ship's shields are down to zero. if you get the enemy ship's shields down to 0 and you roll a natural 10, you basically do critical damage to a component of the enemy ship. So with that in mind, let's start the first space combat of the campaign.
Yeah.
Silver Sheen, who do you want to attack?
Well, nobody. I'm going to choose the pass action, which
Okay.
is do nothing on your turn, but you can re-roll one die roll made before the end of my next turn. And can I just like open up my comms and say, hey, I'm just a peaceful exploration ship. What do you guys want? Leave me alone. I'm not carrying any decent cargo. I've got nothing.
You can do. Which check would you like to do? Let's see.
How about
Charm.
diplomacy?
Yeah, you can try diplomacy. You need a 7.
All right. I've only got a +1. Let's see.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So my character says it a lot better than I just did.
Yeah, so like, don't shoot me, I've got nothing you want. So yeah.
I'm a wee birdie, chirp chirp.
I'm no threat to you. I don't even have anything valuable.
So Jessica replies, Jessica Jobs, who seems to be the leader, responds to you, saying, that's good. Nice easy target.
Uh-oh.
That backfired.
Bring it on.
So with that in mind, Jessica is basically going to attack you.
Okay. I'm really just stalling for time anyway.
So, what is, let's see, your shields?
So what action is she taking?
She's basically doing the strafing out, where she comes in and shoots and keeps shooting until, up close and personal. Because
Alright.
she knows that she needs to get in and get behind you to stay in your blind spot.
So is that joust? Because strafe you can only do against targets that
Yeah.
are disengaging or fleeing.
Yeah, it's joust.
Yeah. So after attacking, she moves up close.
Yeah, and so
But
basically,
I'll stay at distance unless I was sniping. That's how I read it.
yeah. She's basically just going to fire her weapons and that.
Yeah, she gets to shoot me with all her weapons.
Yeah, she's
Wonderful.
likes to throw her things around.
I mean, how big can those weapons be? It's an adder.
People always underestimate the adder for some reason.
I just move myself back to at distance because this doesn't pull me in, right?
No.
Basically, it'll be up close and that with yourself because she's basically come in and got you. Then basically, you'll have to flee or she'll have to flee.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves you. It moves the zone of up close to wherever you are.
Yeah, because basically, she's basically come up behind you like that and grabbed. So it's now up close between Jessica and yourself.
But isn't she just like, I don't know, it's more like a flyby?
No, if it was flying by, like to go in and out, then yeah, stay at distance. Because he's going up and staying up close,
Alright.
it's basically much up close. But that's just Jessica and Silversheen. Amy and Laura are still at distance. So if Amy and Laura try to engage, they can come in from distance to do it. But for Jessica to escape from Silversheen, if she starts to lose, she's got to disengage and then hope that Silversheen don't, have a better pursuit score to catch her and drag her back in. So the spaceship combat is pretty much it's your D10 plus the actual weapon. If you got spaceship weapons bonus, it all actually should be in your weapon slots, saying what the actual the bonus is.
The accuracy value.
Yeah, the accuracy value.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
My ship in game has concordant sequence and regenerative lasers. Is that something that is used in the RPG that we can use, or do I just treat them as regular beam lasers?
I'd just treat them as regular beam lasers, because there is engineering in the engineering supplement, but it's a bit complex to do for the basic game.
Okay.
So I am attacking yourself first, so machine with Jessica.
Yep.
Firing the first medium gimbaled multi-cannon, which is a +7.
Okay. My defense is 7.
So I need to have over 7 or higher.
So that you pretty much have to roll a 1 to miss me.
Okay, so it's 2 points over. It's got a 15 plus burst, 10 damage. So 2 over, that's 10 extra damage. So that's 25 damage to your shields.
Okay.
So-
I can lower that, I guess.
Yeah, if you
want.
just click on the green,
25.
there you go.
Yeah.
So next person is Amy. So she's coming in to have another dabble at your shields. And no, I'm still on Jessica because she's still got 2 weapons.
Right.
Sorry about that. It's actually a 2 small gimbal burst lasers. So first gimbal burst laser. That's a hit. So that's 5 damage plus 10 for the burst. So that's 15 extra damage.
15 for that attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another 15.
Okay.
Because I say, even though it's high, it's on the burst attacks when you fire in the burst weapons, you get an extra, five. Oh, my way it's 15 plus burst 10. I can basically get an extra. It's like 5 points of damage per point over the actual target.
Right.
Yours is
Okay.
7. If I've got like 2 over, I'll get 2 bursts. But if it's say 3 over, and because the burst is capped on that particular weapon at 10, I won't get the 15. I'll only get the 10.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. So I hope your shields are still holding.
We've got 210 points left.
So Amy in her Cobra comes in to have a nibble at your shields. She's got 2 fixed pulse lasers and a small gimbaled multi-laser cannon. So she's going to fire her fixed pulse lasers. First one. No burst on these, so it's just 20 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Second pulse laser. That's a miss.
Ooh.
Even though it's a 7, because it's got a natural 1, it's an instant fail, so that's a miss on that one.
Cool. These anacondas are big and slow, that's for sure.
Yeah, a little easier to hit than 99.
Yep.
Okay, and then Laura's coming in with her eagle. I'm just going to speed it up by just rolling for all three her weapons. She's got 4 weapons, 3 small gimbal burst lasers and 1 small gimbal autocannon. So this roll is for all 3 of the small gimbal burst lasers, so just times the damage by 3.
Yeah.
You've got a 5 burst with up to 10, so 15 damage per laser, so 15 times 3.
45.
And then we've got the last weapon, which is a small gimbaled cannon. So it has again 15 damage.
Okay.
So at this point you manage to survive.
Yeah, that's half my shields for all of those.
Shields will regenerate, I think it's 5 points per adventure. Oh, not adventure, per round.
Yeah,
Let them slow shields.
and I put my pip into shields, so that makes it 10 per round instead of 5.
I guess you do that at the start of your next round or next turn.
You do it at the start of your turns, but Silver Sheen managed to do it right at the beginning before the combat started.
Yeah, I guess that didn't matter because my shields were full.
Yeah. So next up is Dexter. At the moment, all the ships are at distance to yourself, but they're all around Silver Sheen.
Alright, well, I am going to snipe at Jessica Jobs.
Okay, sniping basically will lower your defense to 0, but it increases your accuracy of your weapon, if I remember it correctly.
Yep.
And I've got my floating point in weapons. So I have a bit more of a bonus.
So who do you want to attack? You can see Laura and the Eagle's got 35 shields and 40 hull. The Aiming Ash and the Cobra's got 100 shield and 130 hull. And the Adder's got 75 shield and 85 hull.
I'm going to go after the Adder.
Okay. Jessica's defense is 12.
12, okay. So where's my ship? So my attack is going to be +1 per weapon point, +1 for sniping. For my total 6 bonus on top of my dice.
Yeah.
So
It does.
start with my 2 turrets.
Yeah. I'd say for anybody listening onto the adventures later, it does have a full detailed description of the combat mechanic in the actual core book. So that's a hit. How much damage did you do?
So that was my 2 turrets.
2 hits with a defense of 12.
So that's the first one is 10 damage and the second one is 15 damage. Oh, sorry, that's 3 points over 12, so 15, that's 20 damage for the second one, and 10 damage for the first one.
So 30 points of damage. So 75 take 30.
And then I will attack with my multi-cannon. Wow, okay. That is going to be 35 damage.
35 damage. That drops the
And
shields
then-
down to 10.
I will attack with the. I've got a pair of gimbaled pulse lasers, and I'll attack with those. So that's going to be 60 damage.
60 damage. The shields are gone. But as you still got 50 points of damage, you have a bleed over effect where it now goes into the actual hull. So it doesn't actually get wasted. So the hull is down to 35.
Alright, and that is all the weapons I have to launch, so
Okay, just remember on your next adventure, on your next turn, your defense will be 0 because you basically turn yourself into a stationary turret.
that's fine.
Okay,
See what their weapons can do, and my shields can stand it. So
yeah, Snorks, you're up. Do you want to finish off Jessica, or do you want to take on a different ship?
Can I can only, like, I want to do the sniper action. And also put my floating point into weapons.
Okay,
Can I target different ships, or can I only choose one ship to target?
I do believe in your current, in a turret mode, so to speak, sniping, you can basically target different ships. But I think that's what it says off mode.
Yeah. I think what I'm reading of snipe here, it says, this risky tactic involves cutting your engines dead, not moving towards an enemy ship, but all the while firing at the target of your choice in either zone. So I think it's just one target.
Because, like, I have a small Seeker missile rack and large turreted pulse lasers. So those would be like weapons that are not going like directly in front of me. So, but like might go to another target. But
Yeah, no, if it's a flight assist off, you're pretty much putting your ship in a spin, and if you miss, you can target another ship. But with turret, I think you're just picking one ship and choosing that ship.
all right. So I choose one ship.
Yeah, I think in general, when you attack, you always just choose one target. But some of these
Yeah,
actions
probably.
specify if you miss, then you can fire your
Yeah.
remaining weapons at a different target.
That
Mhm.
main one for that is flight assist off. You pretty much turn your flight computer off, and your ship's pretty much drifting almost out of control. So same thing, your defense drops, but if you miss your firing, you can basically, choose another ship.
All right.
But I say it's in the core book now, but I can add that bit if you decide to do flight assist off combat.
Yeah, but I could do that only in up close. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will use the snipe action and go after Laura Reynolds because I cannot kill Amy Nash in one go, and I think my weapons would be wasted on Jessica Jobs right now.
Yeah, it's a very strong possibility that.
All right, then I will start out with my huge fixed pulse laser on Laura Reynolds. Through my floating point and the sniper, I get an extra +2. That is a +9 on my attack roll.
So Laura's got a defense of 13. That's 1 at 3.
All right, that's 45 damage towards the shields.
Well, Hazard shields were 35. This pretty much took them out in one go.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use my large gimbaled pulse laser to shoot her. That's then a plus. That's a plus. Wait a second, +7. So that's a +10. I don't have a macro for that yet.
It's fine. You can use the macros in the roll 20 if you wanted.
1d10 plus 10.
Yes, a hit.
That's 30 damage. And then my large turreted pulse laser
Five.
also is a plus 9.
5 hull left.
And bye bye.
Yeah, that's pretty much Laura's blown out of the sky.
And
Good.
I just shout on the comms, if you don't want to end like her, maybe should have chosen differently.
Yeah. For destroying Laura, you got a bonus of 3,000 credits. That's a bounty.
Cool.
So, now as that's your target's destroyed, we're on to the next player, which is Silver Sheen.
Right. Well, since both of these ships are up close with me, I'm going to use broadsides.
Yeah.
So I'll finish off Jessica. So I am gonna fire all my turrets in succession, and if I miss, I can choose a new target. So I'll start with my smallest weapons and go up to my biggest, I guess. Small turreted pulse laser. Oh, sorry. At the start of my turn, I do my pips and then regenerate shields.
Yeah.
So I'll leave my pip in shields, and then I'll recharge 10, which brings me up to 140. Okay. And now I'll do broadsides.
Yeah. Jessica can't recharge her shields when it gets to her turn because she hasn't got any. I just thought I'd add that bit in.
Okay. So I will attack. I've got 2 small turreted pulse lasers, so I'll do them one at a time.
Jessica's got 0 shields, 35 hull. Aim's got 100 shields, 130 hull.
Okay, that's actually interesting. So when I fire all my weapons, I can choose whatever order I want to fire them in?
Yep.
Okay, so I might as well fire with one of my multi-cannons since her shields are already down. So I'll fire my medium turreted multi-cannon. All of my weapons are turrets, by the way, which is why broadsides is good for me.
Don't forget, certain weapons, like the lasers, will give you a plus bonus for damage against shields if you basically fire in them.
Yeah.
Same as the hull. You'll probably find the multi-cannons has a bonus.
Exactly.
If it's just attacking hull and not shields.
Yeah, multi-cannons have +5 versus unshielded. So my attack is 4 plus the weapon's accuracy of 2 is 6. I got a natural 1. So let's well, actually I've already last turn I took pass as my action, which means I can reroll 1 die roll made before the end of my next turn, so I can use that now instead of a karma point.
Okay.
So let's do that again. Oh my god.
It happens. I guess you're going to re-roll that karma.
Yeah, let's use karma for that one. Not a 1. Okay, good. 15.
So I take it you're attacking Jessica.
Yes, yeah, I was attacking Jessica. You said her defense was what?
12.
13?
No,
12.
Jessica and Amy both have a defense of 12.
Okay.
Laura had 13, but she's been destroyed.
Okay, so that exceeds the target number by 3, but this weapon has a max burst of 10. So that is 30 points from this multi-cannon.
Does that also include the +5 bonus for attacking the hull with the multi-cannon?
It does, unfortunately. Yes.
Okay.
So I'll
how much
fire...
damage does it take?
It's 30 points total.
5 points a hull left.
Maybe leave her at 5 points a hull, so we can have someone to question.
I can't choose a different target unless I
Only
miss.
if he misses, yeah.
Can you miss on purpose?
I don't think so.
I personally just blow her out of the sky and
Yeah,
Ask
I
questions
might as well
later.
keep shooting. What happens if I destroy her? Can I then choose a different target for the rest of my weapons?
yes,
Okay,
because you're doing the broadside.
right. Alright, so I'll fire my large turreted multi-cannon. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is another medium. It's just in my large slot. I kind of deliberately underpowered my weapons, apparently. Anyway.
Me too.
Same attack again. 6, 12. So that just hits. So she's unshielded, so that's 20 points with no burst. Which blows her up. Okay, then I've got 3 turreted pulse lasers left. I'll start shooting at Amy with those. So this is +6 as well. So a small turreted pulse laser, attack of 15. These have no burst, so it's just a flat 10 plus 5 versus shielded targets, so 15. 15 to Amy shields. Do another attack with the same type of weapon. That is also a hit for another 15 versus the shields. Wishblend, do you want me to update these numbers, or?
You can do.
Okay. Oh, Amy's tougher, yeah. So that's 30 to Amy's shields so far. And Jessica has been destroyed, yeah. And then my last attack is a medium turreted pulse laser. Also at a +6. That's a 9, so that's a miss. Okay, that's it for me.
Alright. What does Amy do?
I think I might have stopped being able to hear.
No, I'm still here. So,
Dexter, did you hear that?
I do not hear Silver Sheen if he spoke.
Silver Sheen, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, I guess Dexter doesn't hear you anymore.
No, I can't hear him either.
Alright.
1 second, guys.
Maybe Dexter or Silversheen just press F5 one time.
Is the sound gone again for Silver Sheen?
Yeah.
I'll
I can still hear it. Yeah, can't hear Dexter though.
okay,
Exactly.
I'm just going to reset the voice chat. Give us a sec. Are you all back?
Just waiting for Silversheen. Can't hear Silversheen. I think he hasn't spoken yet.
His icon's got a red background, but I don't know if that's just the image or not.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like
He
he had
dropped that completely.
connection issue.
Yeah.
I think you're back. Are you back, Silver Sheen?
Okay. Yeah, we've got everybody now.
Yeah, thank.
So yeah, so have you finished attacking Amy, or?
Yes, yeah, I fired all my weapons. I recorded my damage on her. missed with my last turret there.
Okay. Amy's going to try and escape because she doesn't like the idea of 3 anacondas on one ship. So on this turn, she's basically going to try and flee. Now, the situation is this. Silver Sheen, if you want to pursue Amy on your next turn, you have to do a pursuit check. If Amy beats you on the pursuit check, then she flees to at distance, which then she can then run away.
Right.
Dexter and Snorks, as you guys were both at distance, basically you could, pursue her, but you'll basically use the snipe on your last turn. So you're okay running in, but Amy could have attacked you using gels and scored a hit directly with you being such a low defense score. At the moment, if you guys want to pursue, it literally is like you just do a normal attack and you'll basically drag her into up close range. Or
Right.
you can stay sniping at a distance.
'Cause she's still considered up close right now. Right.
She's only up close to Silver Sheen. She's at distance to both Dexter and Snorks. So if I put it like that, be a bit easier to understand. And I can
Yeah.
move Jessica and Laura out. For reference, the bounty on Jessica was 5,000 credits.
Okay.
So I think you destroyed a Silver Sheen, so you just add that 5,000 to your pot.
Okay. Got it.
So Dexter, you're up. What do you want to do? She's still Amy is still classed as up close, if in a range, but you're basically shooting from distance.
Okay.
Unless of course you go up close and personal yourself.
No, I'm gonna snipe.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing I didn't do last time is I didn't add in bonuses against shields that lasers have, so I'll make sure I do that this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
As I say, aim is still pretty much reasonably strong. You've got 70 shields and 130 hull. So you need to hit her hard to take her out.
And if you don't, then I will cash in.
That's fine. The goal is just to get her out of the sky, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Soften her up a bit.
Yeah, I'll take the shields out, and you got those seeker missiles that do good against hull.
Yeah, I also want to try the worse than it looks.
Alright, so plus 5 against shields. And her defense while she's running away is.
Her defense is 12.
Oh, defense is 12.
Basically, if you're trying to pursue her, like from the up close range, like Silver Sheen, then it'd be pursuit of 13. But for a basic attack, like you firing your weapons at her from distance, it's 12.
Okay. So I'll start with my beam lasers.
That's a hit.
Well, that's a good hit. Alright, so the first attack is 2 over. It's a burst of 10 on the 5. So it's 10 to base damage and burst of 10. So the first attack is 20. Second attack is maximum burst. So that is 30 damage. That's a total of 50.
So you took 50 damage.
And then I'll go with my pulse
I
laser.
cannot hear Dexter anymore.
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Basically, he did 50 damage. I'll reset the thing in a minute. Dex. Oh.
I can hear everybody.
Yeah.
Wishblend?
Yeah, I'm here. When
Alright.
when one of you guys change something called refresh it crashes the Windows app and internet, and I have to just refresh the browser for the Roll20.
It's okay. I didn't hear Dexter. I just refreshed my browser and now I hear everyone again.
Yeah, when you refresh it, it crashes mine. I have to refresh mine.
Oh, okay.
But that's why I drop out after you guys drop out.
Oh,
I
I
see.
see.
But it's fine as long as you hear each other. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 30 damage. Well, sorry, 35, but it's against shields, so I'm guessing 30 damage because the +5 bonus is waste.
Does the +5 damage count?
Or do
Okay.
you apply the +5 first and then the 30 damage?
You add it all together.
Okay, so it's 35 damage. So this is a shielded target. And that is 30 damage.
Okay, horse gone down to 85, and the shields are out.
Alright, and my last one is my multi-kit. Which is a +3, 9 total. And that is 35 damage.
That puts the horde down to 50. I will make a personal comment of when the defense for the Amy was 12, and even though you rolled a 12, it did count as a hit because it was, same number. If it's 11 or less, it would have been a fail. Just so anybody was unsure. 12
Yeah,
or higher.
I've not missed anything yet, so I am kind of.
Yeah, you're doing well. So that's you. Is that your last weapons fired, Dexter?
Save from hitting her with some mining lasers. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, don't think you got any special mining lasers. Besides, she's not an asteroid.
No, well, she's gonna be afloat in the breeze soon.
Yeah. Okay. Snorks, you're up.
Alright. I really want to hit her with my mining lasers, to be honest. Just because they should also get some action sometimes. So.
Would you increase your mining skill by doing that?
Well, you never know what you find when you mine a shipwreck.
Exactly.
Roper, find some fuel.
There's surely some precious metals in there.
Yeah, you never know what the GM might have littered the wreckage with.
Alright, I am gonna use my keep my floating point in weapons. Also do the sniping action. I get a +2. I will start with 2 of my mining lasers, which is a +8. And she gets 2 hit points, loses 2 hit points. And then I will stop the fun and just bash in there with my huge fixed pulse laser.
So how much damage have you done so far?
2. I'll add that real quick. There we go. So 48.
48 damage.
No, I deducted the 2 from her 50 HP, so now she's on 48. So
Okay.
now I shoot with my huge fixed pulse laser, which is a +9. That's a hit with 40 damage. I'll put that in real quick. So she's on 8. And then I use my gimbal pulse laser, which is a +10. It's also a hit, which blows her up. Boom.
Yay. So Amy had a bounty of 3,000 credits.
Alright.
Congratulations on your first space combat, guys.
Woohoo!
I hope
We
you-
survived.
Yeah, I hope
Indeed.
you enjoyed it.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Sniping seems to be pretty fun. I think next time though I should probably be the one taking the damage.
You
Like,
got a bit more shields and...
Yeah,
oh,
holy cow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
full
do
range and
have
full
a
range.
random player selection for the interdiction and that. So it could have been anybody.
Mm.
I right away transfer over 2,000 credits to each of you. The share of the bounties.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, with that combat done, you carry on your mission to the location given and that, and you find a planetary base and that on the nearby system.
Alright, yeah, we had something to do. Right.
Yeah. Consult my notes. We need to find Will Smart.
Yeah.
Pete's Food and Liquor.
As you guys are heading into Glide to go down to the planet base, I've just got to do a slight intermission and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Alright.
Okay. During that intermission, guys, I can give you part of the bounty that I collected as well. Like 1,500 each.
Alright, thank you.
So reduce that. Okay.
I'll give you guys part of the bounty I collected, so it's 0 each.
Yes, so generous.
You know. Yeah, I did a bit of over-engineering on my shields and hull before I left.
That's nice.
The lightweight hull is 0 tons. If you over-engineer to get it, it's still 0 tons. So it's not
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I find it a little awkward to match our ship as closely as we can to what we did in game, because
Yeah.
it's like a lot of the things that we did on our ships aren't in the pen and paper, especially
Exactly.
engineering stuff and FSD boosters.
I mean, on my in-game ship I have a power plant 2A, and that is just not possible.
Yeah.
Because you also
Yeah.
can't have any energy management where you turn off some components because you currently don't need them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We had to kind of fudge the power plant situation.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough power plant in my ship to add up any weapons or anything like that. So.
Yeah, I've kind of like retconned my ship and just A-rated it instead to balance it out a bit. So I've got no engineering, but it's A-rated instead.
Sure.
That fits a bit better.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the intermission, guys.
That's okay.
It just things had to happen. Okay, so yep, you've managed to make it down to the station. It's one of those planetary settlements where the big circle ones where you fly in and you've got all the landing pads around the outsides.
Is that one of the ones that the Daredevil pilots try and fly out the SRV exit?
Yeah, the big circle where they're literally racing the Eagles around the actual city.
Mm-hmm.
That means it's a planet without an atmosphere?
Yeah, there's no atmosphere on the planet.
Okay. Alright. Nothing to it. Let's go have a drink.
Yeah.
Planetary settlement. This is 3 people coming in on Anaconda's requesting 3 large landing bays.
Yep.
On final approach, 7 kilometers out.
So yeah, you managed to make it down on your pad. I can give you some random pad numbers, but it wouldn't have any effect to the actual gate adventure. So I'm just going to say you pretty much landed, pretty much next to each other. Coming out from the landing pad, you meet up in the main station on the concourse, and you basically start to walk down. Yeah, the corridor. Do a streetwise check. You need a difficulty of 9.
Streetwise.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice.
There we go.
10.
Okay. Have you all done it, or is it just?
Yep.
Okay. Basically, you pass this check, so as you're walking down, you see you're being watched from the shadows, and you brace yourself as somebody bumps into you before disappearing into a bar further up the concourse, which has for 2 men. You notice it's the actual bar is pizza, food, and liquor bar.
That's the place we need to go.
Somebody
So
bumped
someone
in.
bumps into us and then...
I'm gonna check my pockets. Make sure all my stuff is still there or nothing else is actually added.
Yeah, same.
He's being chased. Maybe. Yeah, we should check that out.
So, okay, so you want to check your pockets, or you want to just go after the person who's being chased?
I'm checking my pockets for sure.
Are we all being rammed into?
It was just the one person.
Alright. Then if
Yeah, who was it?
who got bumped?
Who got bumped into?
Right. Doing a random D8 check for you guys. Number 7 is the player number 3, so that's Dexter. Did you pass your? You now have to do a athletics check.
Athletics check.
You need difficulty of 4.
Athletics is... athletics is espionage somehow.
It's to keep your fingers now with all jumping all these other different places. Ah, you passed. You catch yourself and don't fall over, but you drop your bag. Picking up your bag, you notice a data stick has fallen out of it that you don't recognise.
I'm gonna quickly sleight of hand that back into my bag so that people chasing are in my pocket, so that people chasing him will see it.
Okay. What do you want to do now?
I'll have a quick sidebar with my associates saying that something fell out of my bag that wasn't mine. Like some sort of data stick.
Oh, that's curious. Well, our contact did tell us that Will Smart, who we're supposed to meet here at Pete's Food and Liquor, has people who work for him and feed him information, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Peter Long that has
Exactly.
people working for him and feeding him information. So maybe this is one of Peter's guys.
Yeah, but why would he feed us information?
He's just trying to stash it from whoever's pursuing him, I guess, so that they don't find the
I would think we should just follow into the bar, or like, can we check out the content of the data?
You guys head in, and I'll just pop it in my wristcom, and I'll check it out. And you
All
guys
right.
check the scene, and then I'll jump.
That
in
sounds good.
Yes.
You let us know on your comm if you find out anything.
Yep.
Good.
Cool. Yeah, let's head in there then.
So, you're examining the stick?
Yep.
Okay, you put it into your personal computer to try and read it, and you find out it's encrypted, and your personal computer is not powerful enough to decrypt it.
Alrighty. Well, I know one of my associates has a better computer than I do, so I guess I will stash it back in my pocket, or like an inside jacket pocket, and go into the bar.
Okay.
Alright, so Snorks and I have already headed in.
Just a quick question: what is the general opinion of carrying weapons in the? Oh, in those space stations?
Pretty much it's okay.
All right.
It's like a frontier, but even though we've got all the modern facilities, it's out of the frontier, so weapons are just normal.
All right. Then I guess we are all fully equipped with our
Yeah.
stuff. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we go into the bar.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
most curious to check out the guy who was running, see what's going on with him and the two men who were chasing him.
As you approach the bar, a sound of a fight drifts out. Do you want to enter the bar and join the fight, or wait for the bar fight to stop?
Does it sound like a firefight or a fist fight?
Fist.
I would go in there.
Yeah, I'll certainly go in to check it out, at least. See if I end up getting involved.
Yeah.
Okay, in the bar, there's two gang members. One's acting as a lookout while leaning against the bar, facing the door to the concourse. The other is giving a man a beating. There's not much room in the bar, so only short range or melee attacks will be allowed. When you enter the bar, the woman by the bar calls out, "Pam, kill Will as we have company," and then dives over the bar into cover. Pam slices a nearby table support leg, causing it to fall onto Will's legs before stabbing him with her sword. She then moves behind that table for cover. You have 5 turns to stabilise Will before the blood stops flowing if you want to, although it looks like he's pinned under the heavy table.
That's no good. Will's our man here. We need to save
Yeah.
Will.
All right.
So for reference, Pam is behind the table and Becca is behind the bar.
Right. Are they the two gang members?
Yeah.
All right. I draw. What is our action sequence now?
Everybody do a initiation roll. That's just normal. Yeah, your D10
Yeah, with
plus
tactics.
initiative.
Ooh. There we go.
Oh yeah, I put the automated animate dice on for you.
I'm currently thinking if I should pull my sword or my laser rifle.
I've just got my laser rifle, so that's what I'll be using.
All right, I'll go in close.
I'll not use the shotgun then.
I mean, there's 2 enemies, so just shoot the other one then.
Alright.
And Becca's behind the bar. Does that confer cover or anything like that?
Yeah, they both got cover.
Just lop a grenade at her.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
A flashbang wouldn't actually go that far. It would be pretty good. I didn't bring any flashbangs with me though.
I have one.
I don't have any skills at throwing explosives.
Everyone's got at least +1.
I get a +2.
So let's see. Snorkel's got 11.
Since last leveling up.
Oh, cool. You put points in it, huh?
Yeah,
Excellent.
that's why I bought some as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Turned out to be good to be quite useful if we could do something like that.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get some grenades. Want to try them as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you know, if you don't try it, you'll never learn it.
That's right.
All right, let's check how much I can do.
Okay, guys, I've put the roll order up. Dexter, Snorks, Pam, Silver Sheen, and Becca.
I think Snorks goes before me, doesn't he? Yeah,
I had a natural 20.
Yes. My apologies. Yeah. No, but you had a natural 10, but you had 11 in total. Dexter had 12 in total.
Yeah.
So Dexter had the higher number.
Alright.
And even though Snorks and Pam both got 11, player always has priority. So, yeah. So you're up first, Dexter. Who would you like?
Am I
to
starting
attack?
just inside the bar as well, or?
Yeah. With the combat, you could basically move to cover and shoot. I say it's really close quarters. Now there's pretty much cover everywhere because of the bar tables.
All right, I want to move flanking, so I'll move around to cover out the right-hand side, and I will attack the non-named person here, I guess.
That's our friend.
Never mind. I will move to the left.
Will Smith, I'll put on the right out of the way.
All right, I'll attack Pam over here from cover.
Okay, Pam has
Very good at
got
surgery with a shotgun, guys. It's okay.
25 health.
Okay. I will attack Pam with my shotgun. What is defense?
Pam's defense is 3 for dodge, 2 for parry. So she's going to parry, so it's 2.
She's gonna parry a shotgun.
Yeah,
Okay. I guess you can try and push the blade or the end of the
it's
shotgun.
more a case of basically you fired, she quickly ducks, out range, and then throws the gun up and fires back.
Okay.
It's sort of like a counter attack.
I thought you could only do that with melee or fighting.
I'll have to look through.
Ah, sorry. Don't mean to hold it up.
It's alright. There's so much to different rules and that, but the basics are. You're probably right with the melee. Just roll in.
So what difficulties does cover?
It gives a +2 to defense. So where Pam's
So I
defense, say like just a dodge. Let's just say she dodges for now. She got a 3 for dodge, but because she's behind cover, that puts defense up to 5.
Okay.
Okay.
So same as you guys, because you're in, I'm assuming, dodging into cover before you fire, your defense will also go up by 2.
All right. So I do still hit then, because I think my total to hit at short is 3 plus her defense, which is 8. So I hit 8. So that's still a hit.
Yeah, it's a +2 to bonus to their defense against ranged weapons cover. Certain weapons can destroy cover, but I don't believe you've got any of them at this time.
So I'll roll damage then.
So yeah, you roll damage.
So 16 kinetic damage.
So 16. That leaves Pam's health at 9. So Snorks, you're up.
Alright, how far away is Will from Becca?
You'll basically have to move one turn to move up to the same range.
What I want to do is go up to Will, and then you said Becca like jumped behind the bar,
Yeah.
so I would lob over a grenade behind the bar.
Okay, if you're sure.
The question is, would like because it's behind the bar, that would give us full cover, right?
If it actually goes behind the bar, yes.
All right.
There's a possibility it may not.
If not, then I still have my karma ability incoming.
Let's
Alright.
hope you don't have to use it.
So I take
Yeah.
So you're going to throw a grenade. Which grenade are you throwing?
I am throwing a frag grenade over the bar at Becca.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
full out here. We're not taking any shortcuts, or we're taking all the shortcuts we can to get this.
What's the target?
So her difficulty is same again 3 beyond cover. So you've got a difficulty of 5. This difficulty with a grenade attack. Yeah, no, it's normal. It's not a 0G. So basically, you roll a D10, add your grenade skill bonus.
Exactly.
Let's say you need to get a 5 or higher.
Alright, I've rolled a 6, my grenades is 2, so that's an 8.
So yeah, that obviously rolls over the bar, bounces off the top and drops behind the bar and explodes. How much damage have you done?
That is something I am not completely sure. That's something I haven't found really.
There's the let's do a you have to do the grenade miss table then. Roll a single D10, no bonus.
Alright. That's a 9.
9. It basically it's too long. It lands, you know.
Well, what isn't that the miss table though? If it
Yeah.
if it misses,
It's
but
basically
he hit on his roll.
yeah, it hit, but
Oh,
it hit. It basically exploded just on the edge of where Becca was hiding. He went behind the bar, so it did damage her, but just not loads. I was like,
okay.
so take say 2 points off your damage. How much
I
damage? What's your normal damage for the frag grenade?
The frag grenade would then be here, grenades. That's damage in the fatal radius 25 and in the injury radius 10.
Okay. Well, if you take 2 points off now, it's from 25, it's still fatal anyway.
23.
So you managed to kill Becca.
Alright.
No bounty at this point. So Pam's pretty much going to attack. Going to attack Dexter because he's the one who basically shot her first.
Yes, I did.
So
I'll
what's
do it again.
your defense? Bear in mind you're behind cover.
My defense total will be 4 then.
Okay. Pam has got a auto pistol. So, what was that? You say your defense was 4?
Yes.
So that's a hit. Basically, I've got to do 1d10 plus 2d10 damage.
Isn't okay. I think I'm misunderstanding what the range modifiers do.
The range modifier
So the 6 meter short is
Basically,
difficulty 5, right?
where it's got the number in the bracket,
Yeah.
that's difficulty range of actually hitting.
So that's your target number
That,
before adding the target's defense on top of that.
yeah.
So my defense would be 9.
In that case, it's a fact I missed.
Right, because it's 5 plus my defense, right?
Yeah, it's basically your defense plus the difficulty. That's the number I need to hit.
Okay.
If that's why if you look at the thing, the number goes up for the further range, like for a shotgun, or it also comes down for like for sniper rifles or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's different for every single weapon, so it's actually a case of just checking the weapon and see what the stats are. So Pam missed then. So Silver Sheen, you are up.
Okay. I think Dexter has things well in hand and Becca is already dead, so I will move over to Will and try to stabilize him with my advanced med pack.
Okay. Do a medicine check. You need a difficulty of 6.
Okay, and the med pack gives me a +2 on my normal skill, which is only a 1, so I get a +3.
Nice.
Natural 10.
Congratulations.
Woo! Got some luck when I needed it.
Yep. After examining the wound, a layer of metal can be seen behind the flowing blood before you place a bandage and use a medipack to heal up the wound.
Does he have some cybernetic implants or something? Or just a metal plate in his head?
Bear in mind, it was the wound was in the chest.
Chest. Interesting. Probably a cyborg.
As you're basically healing Will, basically he mentions one thing. He says, "Dreams are the future," before he passes out.
Dreams are the future. Okay. Thanks.
He's still pinned under this heavy table.
Alright. Can I attempt to free him from that, or was healing him my action for the turn?
That was mainly your action.
Okay.
It's like you healed and that from cover. Because you still got somebody with a hostile gun in the room.
Yeah, sure. I'll take cover behind the table that's crushing Will.
Yeah. So
Use
Dexter,
Will's body as cover.
you're now up.
I would like to intimidate Pam to drop her weapon with my shotgun.
Okay. Intimidation check. You need an 8.
Do I have a bonus for our situation?
Nope. She's a gang member. She's pretty much, seen most stuff and that. So,
That was almost a 10.
yeah, almost. Just a few more numbers, like 6 more. So, obviously, your intimidation doesn't really work that well. All you get for your answer is a shotgun blast at the table where you're hiding behind.
Well, then I'll shoot her.
Okay. What's your weapon difficulty?
I'm using a shotgun, so that is 3.
Her defense is 3 plus 2 defense cover, so that's 5. It's a +3 for you for the difficulty. Did you say the difficulty was 3?
Yeah.
So 8 then for your target.
I'm gonna spend karma
I had
on that one.
I had a
Good
feeling.
call.
What's the best? Another karma point?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so we're going to it. That's a hit on Pam. You've got 9 health points left.
Not anymore.
Okay, Pam is dead.
Yes. Sorry, Pam. Should have dropped your weapon.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Just in case, I'm not a medicologist or anything, so I'm gonna disarm the corpses.
Okay.
Getting up and shooting me.
I'll try to free Will from being pinned under this table.
Free
I'll
Willy.
help you.
Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Yes, please. I think I could use the help.
I will also head towards the front of the bar to make sure there's not a bunch of other gang members coming.
Okay, to lift the table off Will, you need to roll a 7 or higher. Just normal
Is-
D10.
Not athletics?
Yeah. Sorry, athletics. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
There you guys go. You're always getting the higher numbers.
Nice. Together we heroically lift up a table.
Exactly. I totally help.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've managed to free Will from the table.
Good.
And of course, while you were healing him, you basically pulled the sword out of his chest and just left it on the floor and that. So,
Yeah.
do you want to examine the room?
For sure. Yeah, let's check out the bar. I'll search Will as well to see if he's carrying any other intelligence.
Does the bar have a door that I could close to stop other people from coming in for the moment?
Yeah, it's a simple wooden door. It won't take much in that to break down and that, so it's not like a barricadable proof.
Okay, I'll throw the door closed and maybe stick a chair or something in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we
Uh,
expect like a police response to this kind of firefight in a bar in this settlement?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so we should act quickly.
Yeah. All right. I'll focus just on searching Will then.
Yeah, I focus on, I'm going to the 2 gang members that we dropped and looking through their belongings if I can find any identity chip or comms or anything.
Okay. For searching, Becca, the lady behind the bar, has actually
Yeah.
got a submachine gun.
Yeah, pick it up, yeah.
Pam has actually got a bulletproof vest, auto pistol.
Nice.
Alright, I'll pick that up too.
You've got the unknown sword on the floor, which was used to stab Will.
I was wondering, is that any like special sword? Or because I have a sword, is it better than mine?
Depends. What sword do you have?
The standard sword that does 1d10 damage.
Then the answer is yes.
It is better.
Yes.
Then I'll take that new sword.
The sword is a Neo Samurai sword.
Alright.
That's a rare sword.
Very nice.
You also come across a crystalline key.
What
Where was
number
that
is on it?
hidden?
It was hidden in Will.
Okay.
Number is 59.
Oh,
Alright, shall I take that one too?
Yeah, go for
eggs in a
Alright.
basket.
it.
Fine.
True. I guess I was searching Will, so I'll take that. I'll take
Alright, sure. That's true.
crystalline key number 59.
Shall we try to get Will out of here into our ships?
I think so.
Yeah, we should save him because he is a deep cover agent of the GRA after all.
Indeed.
Okay, so yeah, you have the option. Police sirens can be heard approaching, so you can stay and talk to the police or head to the hangar deck and your ships.
I think we split and just head to the hangar with Will on our shoulders.
Yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, with regards to the Neo Samurai sword, I think it's in the main book, but if not, I'll get the stats for you.
It
yeah,
is.
I found it in the main book. It's got 2d10 and one-handed with plus 15 to melee skill score and plus 10 to parry skill score.
Yeah, not the best sword in the game, but pretty close.
It is
Very
quite a thing. I might start parrying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the only thing better was the Empire or the Imperial Saber or something like that.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so you decided to carry Will back to your ships and try to leave.
Yeah.
Or do you want to stay and try and talk to the police about what happened?
I think
I'm
we
going to stay behind and let them go, and I'll keep
Yeah.
busy by talking to them.
So who's staying behind to talk to the police?
Dexter is staying behind.
Okay, Dexter's going to stay behind in the bar with the two
I'll
dead
be standing
bodies.
outside of the bar, though.
You're standing outside the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
you let us know if you need any help.
I will do. Oh, I'm gonna give you my backpack.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, Silversheet and Snorks with will pretty much won't manage to escape the bar area and head down to their ships, where they see there is a wanted message on the system monitors saying they are wanted for the murders of Pam and Becca.
We
All
are?
right.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I will.
I'll come back to your story in a minute.
Okay.
Dexter,
Mhm.
who basically was waiting at the bar to talk to the police about what happened, he actually ends up getting arrested because he does not realise that the police were actually corrupt.
Oh, no.
All right.
Now, the way it sits at the moment, Dexter is currently sitting in a police cell. He can try to bribe the police, or can try hacking the computer cells, the cell computers with a computer chip to try to break out. And you've got the other guys at their ships and that in the hangar after seeing the messages, and they're just waiting to see what they're going to do. So, Dexter, we'll go to you first because you're in the cell. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and bribe my way out. Try to do that.
How much do you want to pay the police to bribe them?
I will pay them 4,000 credits.
Okay. Yep, they take that, and then basically kick you out of the cell and that, and basically let you manage to flee in that. Let's say you've got basically 12 hours to get off the station before they'll arrest you again.
Oh, I'll be out of here a lot sooner than that. Bye-bye. Run away.
The
Send a message to my friend saying I was briefly detained, but I'm leaving now, and as should the rest of us.
Okay,
all right.
Okay.
Warm up the ships.
so
Sounds good.
you need to basically, what do you want to do? Do you want to leave us normal? Bear in mind you're wanted for the murder for those two people. Or do you want to try and sneak out using silent running?
Yeah, I like trying to sneak out. That sounds
Yeah.
good. And I'll, let's put Will in my ship since I've got the med pack. I can
Exactly.
help him out if he needs it.
Okay, everybody do a spaceship piloting check. You
Okay.
need a 5 to sneak out safely.
So if we have heat sink launchers, that says gives us +2 system bonus when silent running. Is that going to help us out here?
Maybe once you get further out of system, but it should not really inside the station, so they just find you for jettisoning. Yeah, littering.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then
Alright,
of course they usually open fire and blow the ship out of the sky.
So there was a piloting check, you said?
Yes, spaceship piloting, you need a 5 or higher.
Okay. Cool.
Heyo.
So, yeah, you all managed to sneak out, and actually flying out, you basically go past the station patrol. 2 Viper Mark 3s, police spec.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Those are engineered since the last year, I heard.
yeah, they're basically loaded with 2 medium fixed burst lasers and 2 Seeker missile racks each.
Oh.
Well, we could take him if we need to, but let's just get out of here.
Yeah, it's not worth the
Yeah.
bounty.
Let's sneak out.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to get out, sneak out using silent running and out away from the station, and you boost back into orbit and head back to the megaship in the nearby system. Meeting back up at the the offices of the GRA, you basically hand over Will to the medical people, and they take him to the hospital in the ship, and basically that you managed to decrypt the data stick, basically, which gives you the location of the ruby light.
Perfect.
I also ask at the GRR if they can do anything about our bounty that we got, because we rescued Will.
Yeah, they did say that they used their basic contacts in the Pilots Federation to clear all your wanted status and that. So you're
Alright.
clear at the moment, but they can't do anything about any future things at this time.
Of
Sure,
course.
absolutely understandable.
That's great. That's a big help. I'll mention to Tony here, our dispatcher, that Will, just before he passed out, said that dreams are the future. Does that mean anything to you?
Not at this time, but he has a worried look on his face and that.
Hmm.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's lying?
Yes, you can. You need a 7.
I'd like to try that as well. I'm
Okay.
curious what he's doing.
Damn it. I totally believe him.
I have a 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. let's use karma. I want to reroll that. That's
Oh.
better.
Yay!
There we go.
Basically, as you were basically just gently pressuring Tony and that, you actually find out it's not lying about the not knowing what the message is, but he's worried about a different situation.
Hmm.
It turns out that base you just were at has suffered a catastrophic incident of where 5 anacondas were basically dove on it full power with weapons firing, and there's not much left of the base.
What? Like after we left?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So if you'd stayed there, you pretty much would have been having to get through the rubble back to your ship.
Whew. Man, we escaped just barely out of that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's almost like getting arrested and getting that fire lit under our asses was a good thing.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Boy, I wonder what's going on at that station. Why would they have been attacked like that?
I mean,
What else don't we know?
Yeah. I mean, I think we should try to get to Ruby Light as fast as possible and secure her.
Yes.
I think it might be a good idea to team up, take only 2 ships, so the third one can pilot Ruby Light back.
Sure, that's sensible.
If you want, I would leave my ship here to pilot Ruby.
Sure, I'll take my ship along because I got the extra shields and stuff that will help if
Absolutely, yeah.
sticky situation.
Okay. I'll fly my ship then.
Alright. Alright. 5 and below, Silver Sheen. 6 and up, Dexter. Alright, I'll fly with Dexter for me.
Sure. I'll install an extra cargo rack for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, you get to hang out in the front nose cone of the Anaconda where the glass is that nobody's ever known what's in there.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh.
The luxuries.
Oh, I see you made like a launching area in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks
Arcade
very
game.
nice.
Just hope he doesn't use the chicken action in combat.
I
You-
think
you
that's
must
always
have-
funny.
You must have a quite high interior design skill.
Yes. But all points into that.
Alright, I think we should get back to the story.
Okay, so yep. Basically, you now got a location of where the Ruby Light is. It's actually on a megaship orbiting a planet in a nearby system. I'm just going to show you the planet.
Alright.
Alright.
Good planet.
Nice.
What do we know anything about the planet?
It's basically a rocky ice world, and that there's not much on there apart from the normal resources.
No
It's just
stations?
no, it's just got the megaship, you know,
In orbit.
in
yeah.
orbit around it. Sorry
I guess
about
there is no stream.
There you are.
sorry about that, guys. I accidentally hit the close internet button on that page. I could say it's technical issues, but no, literally I just hit the wrong button. So yep, you.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think there's something fishy, and we're not getting the whole story here. I want to try to pressure Tony for a bit more info about the Ruby Light and what's so important that might be worth 5 anacondas destroying a planetary settlement over to prevent us from retrieving it.
Okay, do a charm check. You need a 6.
All right. Nope. 4.
Just as charming to the ladies as you are to the men.
I gotta work on this.
Yeah.
People don't
I-
respond to my personality. What's going on?
I want to use diplomacy.
Okay. Same again, 6.
Nice.
Okay, you managed to scrape a bit more information out. Basically, the Ruby Light has a special optical paint job now, which makes it hard to see, you know, in certain lights, in space and that, and then so it sort of like blends in a bit like a chameleon skin. But the main prize is actually the data in the supercomputers. They don't know exactly what it is, but they know it's very valuable.
Who owns Ruby Light?
It's not known at this time. It's pretty much, sort of like ownership is hidden behind a shell company of a shell company of a shell company situation.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, approaching the station, do you want to sneak in, or do you want to just try and land as normal? You do have your clean records now.
I think just fly in as regular.
Yeah. Flying is normal. Is this megaship associated with any faction that we might recognize?
It's no permanent faction in that, but The only one you might recognise it with is it has a tie into the Hunters, but it's a very slim, connection.
If it's associated with the hunters at all, I wouldn't mind trying to sneak in.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
That'd be a better idea, yeah. Okay.
Let's do silent running again then.
Okay, I'm going to do it slightly different. Because you're sneaking in from the actual outside this time, we're going to try a stealth attack check. Do a difficulty of 5.
Okay. More karma.
It's a good job it regenerates after every
That's
adventure, isn't it?
Yeah. I've already used 5 points of karma tonight. That's quite a lot.
How much you got left?
7. No, that's not right
6.
then.
6.
6.
It's kind of funny because that means you rolled at least 5 natural ones.
Yeah. It's
I
not
think
my
it was
night
6 because one you corrected with the extra roll you had.
That's right, from passing.
Wow.
So,
You have rolled a lot of 10s tonight too, though.
yeah, so Silverstein's managed to slip in using silent run in and out. What about Dexter and Snorks?
I got a 10.
I'm in Dexter's ship.
Okay, so you both landed then.
Cool.
Okay, you're coming out of the station landing pads. You find you need to basically what's it? Yeah,
You need
you
to
need
figure
to
out.
find out where the Rubelite is being held. It's
Yeah.
basically, it's in a secure hangar, but you're not sure of the exact location. As you leave the hangar bay, you overhear a couple of security guards talking. Come on, Steve, it's your birthday and we're going to get you drunk to celebrate. But what about your shift tonight, Bob? You know you're meant to be in the observation room to monitor things. Don't worry about it. I have the camera in there, play a loop for 4 hours. Besides, nothing happens on the station anyway. The only recent incitement was when Peter Long brought that ship in, and then it fades as they move off into the crowd, heading to a nearby bar. What do you want to do?
I want to go to his post.
The observation room?
Yeah.
It's at the observation room, yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
do a perception check, difficulty of 7.
What's my perception? 2. Oh my god, seriously.
Another natural one.
Snorks has this one done.
Yeah, forget it.
I think that's actually your 8th one because I think you rolled a 1 on your first check, but we got
That's
successive
right. Oh my god, you're right.
Okay, so Snorks. Looking around, you see a security door slowly shutting, but it has caught on something, stopping it from fully closing.
I'm heading there really quickly, but still trying to stay stealthy, not knowing who might watch or what cameras might be.
Okay, you manage to get to the door, and you can see it's just some material like a coat and that on the floor, and that. It's nothing special about that coat. It's just generic plain coat and that.
All right.
Slipping into the door, you see the magnetic security, magnet and that, which obviously didn't engage because of the coat on the floor stopping the door. So you now find yourself in a room at the bottom of this corridor with steps going up to what looks like a glare in that from an upstairs room. What do you want to do?
I wave my comrades to follow me,
Okay.
and then I'm moving slowly with my laser rifle drawn up the stairs.
Not the sword?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think
I'll have the
range
shotgun ready.
range will be the first engagement distance. So mode.
I'll follow him up with the shotgun at the ready. Maybe Silversheen, if you can watch the door behind us.
Yeah, sure. So I'll come through the door, but I'll keep focused back on the door
Do
that
you-
we came through.
Do you want to do anything before you go up, or
Looking around, and I try to listen if I hear anything on top of me.
okay? You can't hear anything upstairs, but do a perception check. You need a 6.
Alright.
Got it.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, down in the room you're in. There's not much here. A few bits of a few boxes with just generic paperwork in. A few chairs, nothing drastic. Up on the stairs, though, it's another matter. Halfway up, you see a tripwire connected to a flashbang grenade.
Can I disarm this?
You can try.
What is it? A sleight of hand?
Or
I think I've got it as a repair check.
I would prefer that.
I have a +2 to that. Sorry, I have a +6 to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a repair check. You need a 4 because it's a simple tripwire.
I
Yeah,
have a
flashbang.
4 on repair.
I have a 6. So I have a skill focus on repair.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you want me to do that one, or do you want to do it?
I think I'm handy enough.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, if it's not a natural one.
So yeah, you've managed to disarm the flashbang grenade, and you've now got a tripwire and a
Another flashbang.
flashbang grenade.
All right. So, does that mean that we basically can put up tripwire traps with grenades wherever we want?
Yep, you can do if you have the equipment.
All right, that's good. All right, then let's head up further.
Okay,
Okay.
top of the room, you find yourself in an empty observation room
Hmm.
because the guard that should be here is in the bar. He was planning to basically be alerted by the flashbang and that going off, but unfortunately for him, you detected it and managed to disarm it.
All right.
In the observation room, there's monitors flicking between cameras as it watches different parts of the station and ship hangars. As you watch, there's a gold Imperial cutter being lowered into its secure hangar, and suddenly a red asp appears surrounding, and that reflects the lights around it on the monitors. But the ship is different, as the camera is not in the hangar of the ship, but instead it's looking through a window set in a wire mesh cage that surrounds the ship by a wire margin. As it looks like a large pad now, which is odd enough for Asp Explorer to be sitting on a large pad. There's a number stuck in the bottom left hand corner of the window next to a manual airlock control which says number 42.
The answer to like 80% of it.
Indeed.
You got that towel still, right?
I do have my towel. Could that number mean the pad the ASP is on?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So, is there anywhere in the room like a plan of the megaship where we could find where we can find out where to find pad number 42?
Yeah, there is a simple map nearby in that. But as you look around, you also see a section of controls labelled overrides,
Oh, okay.
and it's got a hanger number next to it with a toggle switch, like 3 positions: unlocked, automatic, and locked.
Should I try to get to the ship? And
Yeah.
I'll let you know when you should open up the hangar doors and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Celestine, have you told me about your computer of your hack that you added to your comms?
Yeah.
Can I borrow that?
Sure.
I might need it to get into the ship.
Yeah. It gives you a +2 to computer skill checks made to gain access to a computer. Whatever that means specifically.
Alright. Alright.
But you can use it? Yep.
Then I will head off to pad 42 and try to do it stealthily.
Okay, so Snorks is heading to pad 42, and Dexter and Silversheen are staying in the monitoring observation room.
Yep. I'll head down to the base of the stairs and find an area of cover where I can hide behind and keep an eye on the door in case anybody comes back. I can alert Dexter early.
Okay, I'll leave Silverstein and Dexter alone for the moment and go to Snorks. Is it just going to pad 42?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, you get down to where the pad 42 is,
Yeah.
and you find it's actually got a security door blocking your way.
Okay. I wonder if that override in the overview room is for that security door. Does, like, I ask on the comms if the override says anything next to it.
Okay. They're looking at the overrides, and then they suddenly realise something really weird. There's an override for every single pad apart from 42.
Huh.
Hmm.
Nice. Do we know what the override could mean? Could be for?
It's basically overriding the pad controls. You have launching, locking the pads down so ships can't take off.
Okay, alright.
But for some reason, the override controls for pad 42 is not
I'm
there.
missing. Okay. Shall I try to hack into the door?
Yeah, you can try hacking the security door. You need a basically security check, a difficulty of 5.
Is it the cameras that are looking at the doors and stuff? Can we make it so they're not recording from this observation room?
Not without setting off an alarm. But if you remember the guard, the cameras are currently on a loop for 4 hours.
Oh, true. Okay.
Alright, then
So
I'll try.
So that is your time limit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I try to get into that door with a security check. That is a natural 1 that I can re-roll.
Don't you get a bonus to that with the computer?
That was for computer checks.
No, security check.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
That's
so
a
I'm
secure.
down to...
The difference between security and computer checks is a security check is any type of security, like security locks or trying to get into a secure area type situation.
Right.
Computer checks, they're like you're trying to hack into a computer, or you're trying to change certain programming on a computer, things like that.
Decrypt something.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll recheck that. I will retry that check, and that is a 5.
So you needed a 5. So you managed to bypass the lock, and the tampering alarms, and you managed to open the door without setting the alarms off.
Nice.
Excellent.
Going down the corridor, you come up against an old-fashioned airlock with a manual release wheel and a docking bay access terminal.
I will put on my oxygen tank and mask,
Okay.
because if there's an airlock, you never know what is behind it. And then I will go into the airlock and activate it so I can walk through it.
Okay, passing through the airlock, you finally see your prize. The Rubelite is sitting in the middle of a large landing pad, just waiting to go. The main airlock is unlocked, and on entering it, it looks like most of the systems have been powered down. Although there is a slight feeling of expectation in the air as the lights that had been dimmed slowly come up to full power and brightness. Whichever player is going to pilot the ship out needs to sit in the pilot's chair of the ship.
I will, I will check my toxin detector if there's anything in the air, and if the air is clean, I will take off my mask and tank again.
Yeah, it's normal oxygen,
All right.
no toxins.
And then I will sit down on the pilot's chair. Also, no, something before I enter the ship, because I remember that there's no override for 42. I check if there's any controls on the landing pad.
There's no controls for the pad on the actual landing pad itself, but in the airlock there is a control to release the pad.
All right, then because I am an experienced pilot, I probably know that if I can release it first and then enter the ship.
You can, if it does you need to do an athletics check to dive through the pad, through the door onto the pad before it gets out of your range. It will be a difficulty check of 8 and that.
Alright.
That's if you do it yourself. If somebody else releases it when you're already on the pad, it'll be easier.
Knowing that, I will ask if you can release the ship for me when I'm in there. One of you guys.
Alright.
So we can't do it remotely, right? One of us has to go to the landing bay.
The only way to raise the pad the ship is sitting on to the top of the actual station bit so we can get out is to basically be in the airlock corridor and manually release it.
Gotcha.
I will head over there. Silver Sheet, if you want to watch the cameras in the observation room and stuff, if you want, or unless you want to go do the airlock.
I should mention that watching the cameras will pretty much be useless because you're watching a
They're
loop.
on a loop.
Unless, of course, you want to stay there and watch a loop.
Not particularly.
Yeah, I guess we can both go.
Yeah, I think we've accomplished all we need to from the observation lounge, so yeah. Let's both go.
Should we reset the trip? Or just... I guess they're going to notice the ship's
Took it with me.
Let's leave it. Yeah, okay. So Dexter, why don't you go into the landing bay, and I'll, try to be incognito and not attract attention and just, chill outside the landing bay. So if anybody approaches the bay, once you guys are inside, I'll let you guys know.
Alright.
Alright, then I will head into the ship and sit down in the pilot's chair and get every systems ready, all of the systems ready, make a systems check and see if my ship is flight ready.
Okay. As I say, there's a feeling of expectation in the air as the power slowly comes up from the ship and that, like from deep sleep up to full power. Basically, the ship's stats shows that it's only got half a tank of fuel, but it does have a fuel scoop to compensate for that issue.
Alright.
There is a problem when you try to access the station systems, as there's no linkage to the station anywhere.
Okay.
The systems are working. It's just not getting any signal.
Is that bad? Is that necessary?
I guess if um you also said something about a mesh
Yep.
earlier.
There's a metal Faraday cage around the hangar.
All right.
It's
So
totally isolating the ship from any of the station's systems.
that's that. Okay. If
Once you fly out of there, you should be okay.
yeah, can I fly out of there?
If the ship is landing pad is up on the up on the surface bit of the station, not in the actual hangar, yes.
All right. Okay.
I
So
will- Once
I
you get
guess-
the okay that the ship's flight ready, I'll pop the airlock.
I will tell you the system where I will try to jump to right away. So you can meet up with me there.
Yeah.
And
Good idea.
then I will, I will tell you I'm flight ready and await the hangar lifting me up to the outside of the ship.
Alright. I will activate the launch controls and free him of his metal constraints.
Okay. So, just to confirm, you're now releasing the docking controls and basically moving the landing pad 42 up to the outside so the ship can take off.
Correct.
I will also try to, I will put the ship into silent running and try to head away from the ship as stealthily as possible.
Okay. As the ship's landing pad breaks the seal of the Faraday cage and starts moving up, the ship's control systems suddenly become unresponsive. Then a message is played through the ship's speakers. Self-destruct initiated, 5 minutes and counting.
All right. I want to try to get access to the computer system to override the self-destruct sequence.
I think maybe if that's happening, maybe we can try and get the data that's off the ship first. If it's out of the Faraday cage, if you can transfer the data,
That is also a good idea, yeah.
'cause that's what we actually need. I don't think we need the ship itself, right?
Yeah. But
Unfortunately,
Please don't blow up. I'd like it if you didn't blow up.
yeah, me
you
too.
no longer have access to the ship's computers.
Can I try to get access to the ship's computers?
I will.
You can try and have a look at getting access.
Can I put the ship back into its Faraday cage?
No, because once they launch the hangar system is activated, it has to run the full cycle.
So basically I'm just like floating away from the megaship right now. And I
Uh,
can't land it again.
Not quite. Basically, the ship's still on its pad.
Yeah?
As the pad's pretty much going up to the outside, you suddenly realise you're in a secure fence compound, which basically you can't basically climb out of. By this time, you've got about 2 minutes left, and as you're basically watching out through the canopy, you suddenly realise all the stations, megaship stations in the docking area, have gone offline as the entire station has crashed. All the station lights and basic gravity is pretty much failed.
Okay, well, there's nothing we can do here.
What?
The
Escape time!
Ruby Light's ship then starts the engines on its own and lifts itself off the landing pad.
Okay, so there's currently no way to get out of the ship for me.
Oh yeah, you can basically run and get out the airlock if you wanted.
Okay. Are there escape pods?
Uh, Yeah, there's escape pods you can use.
Okay. I firstly want to try to get access to the ship's computers again.
Okay.
Get that data.
I take it you're going to do a repair check and try and just open up the main computers to get into the actual hardware.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
know my repairs and know my...
Do a repair check of 6.
All right. It's a 7.
Okay. Yep. You managed to pry open the access port panels of the main computer, and you basically look in. You try fiddling with a few things, and you're connecting like your power cable sensors to see where the power is flowing. And then you actually realise that there's actually no power flowing through the computer system. It's a totally dead system. But the ship is still working. So obviously it's being controlled elsewhere.
All right. I feel like there's absolutely nothing I can do here.
Could you power up the ship again? Power the computer up again?
The ship is powered and it's basically taking off. The main computer in the control room is basically got no power at all through it. It's if somebody's flicked the switch and turned the power to the system off.
The self-destruct sequence is still active.
Yep, it's still counting down.
At what time are we?
About 2 minutes still, or about 1 minute 30 seconds.
All right. How much time do I need to get into an escape pod and
There is enough time for you to get an escape pod and jettison, or just run to the airlock and dive out the ship and out to the landing pad below you.
All right, because I still want to try other stuff. I'm just thinking about what...
If you could pull the data bank right out, like physically take the data bank out of the computer.
Is that possible?
Yeah, you can take the computer from the cockpit, because you pretty much took it apart and had to try and access it. But as I say, obviously that's not the issue, because the ship's still trying to flee with nobody inside it apart from yourself.
Yeah. I will try to rip out as much of the data chips and, I don't know, computer chips that are accessible, and put them in my pack, and then turn tail and try to get into an escape pod.
Okay. So you grab the data chips and manage to jump into escape pod and basically fly back. I presume you're heading back to the landing pad, or you're going to go aim somewhere else on the mega ship.
I think maybe we'll rendezvous.
Yeah, I would aim just somewhere and turn my beacon on so my comrades can pick me up.
Okay, so you're flying off into deep space.
Yeah.
In the escape pod.
Exactly.
Okay. As you're flying off into deep space, you watch the Red Explorer flicker as its chameleon paint job activates. It makes it a bit harder to see, but even though you can still see it with your naked eye, and that flies off and jumps into Super Cruise.
Kind of knew that would happen. That it just wants to get rid of me.
Then, so pretty much this brings the end of the adventure for this, episode. Basically, Snorks is currently in escape pod, heading up into deep space, and Silver Sheen and Dexter are currently down in the manual airlock system leading to pad 42. And as the ship basically took off, yes, the station's lights pretty much died, but as you're basically getting over the shock of the ship basically flying off with nobody in control of it at all, power slowly comes back onto the station, and pretty much a red alert signal goes out. Basically, red alert sirens blaring away, and there's a tunnel announcement. Basically says all security personnel to get to Bay 42 to catch those responsible for releasing the ship.
We're leaving.
And that is, I say, the end of the adventure.
Yeah. I'll let you know as soon as I see anybody coming. But let's get out of here.
Run away.
I'll do some exploration in my escape pod until the next one.
So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was
Some
good.
Space combat.
Little espionage.
Yeah, I liked the part on the planetary base. That was cool.
Yeah. Also, it's always good to get arrested and then bribe your way out of there again.
Yeah, you could have, basically hacked the computer system. There's also the option of you were still there when the ship's actually ploughed into the station, then you had to find your way out
Yeah.
through the wreckage.
I wonder if there would have been any information if you would have stumbled upon if you hacked your way out of there.
I'm not sure. My hacking's not very good. So I would-
If you'd hacked your way out, you'd basically managed to flee in that before the ship basically.
Yeah, right.
So did the anacondas actually hit the base itself? Did they actually crash into the base?
Suicide ships.
Oh damn.
Oh, wow.
Literally full afterburner, full engines, selected key points around the settlement, flying in at full speed and that from suborbital after dropping out of glide, basically firing all their weapons. That they pretty much wanted to, kill something.
I feel like there's cheaper ways to do that, but
It all depends on what they were trying
what their
to
goal
do.
was, yeah.
Got a $1 billion organization behind it, then it's scrapping $5 million or $500 million worth of ships.
Yeah, but a Corvette is a bit bigger.
Yeah, and or 5 T9s would have probably done worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, as I say, it all depends on what they were after.
exactly.
I mean, you basically there for information. How do you
They
know
were there for-
that they weren't after yourself?
That's true.
I mean, this. Or it could just be they just wanted to take that station out for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. We may never know.
Alright.
So yeah, adventure points.
Ooh, right.
Not many at this one. You got 1 point for stabilising will within the 5 turns, and you each got a point for sneaking out of station in stealth mode, and you also got a point for get into the ruby light without setting off any of the alarms.
Not so much getting the ruby light out, but getting into the ruby light. So I got
Yeah, you got to the ruby light.
Right.
So, in case you haven't figured it out, the next episode will actually be called Trapped, because you're currently trapped on the station.
Well, I won't.
2 of us, at least, yeah.
Yeah, but you're trapped in an
Trapped.
escape pod.
That is true.
your
So do we,
stealth is more than ours.
Do we not get adventure points for defeating opponents in combat or anything like that?
Yeah, if the opponent is a higher level than you, you do get you go up a rank level. Yeah, you get a point for it. So you also do get an adventure point for completing the adventure. That's not actually on the list.
Okay.
So that's 4 points then.
Yeah, let me just get the ranks for the ships and also the people.
Alright.
The
That didn't feel too hard.
Jessica in the adder was a competent rank.
So
So
that's one.
Amy in the Cobra was a novice,
Yep.
Also one higher.
and Laura in the Eagle was a novice.
Also one higher.
So is that all of us get a point for each of them fought, or only the people that had the killing blows?
Those would be the ones who had the killing blows.
Oh, alright. So...
Unless, of course, you decide you want to share one between yourselves.
Yeah, I would share them. It's
Yeah.
more fun like that.
So one each then.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
With regards to the bar fight, Becca was mostly harmless, and Pam was a novice.
So how do we share 1 point?
Well,
Next time we only get 1 point.
Yeah, who did the kill on Pam? I
Was
think
Pam-
that was Dexter.
That was Dex.
I mean,
Alright.
in the fight, you pretty much all basically contributed. You know, basically, one killed Becca behind the bar, and
Yeah.
the other two basically were, fought the other, so like 1 point each.
Oh, cool. That's nice. So that's 6 points all in all.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. So that puts me at 15.
so 3 here, 1 for the adventure is 4, then 1 for the
Space combat.
spaceship is 5, and then 1 for the up close combat is 6.
Right.
Yeah, puts me at 15 too.
Cool. Same. I think we're all having the same number of points.
Yeah, sounds good. I guess there won't be a shopping list until the next adventure.
Let me just double check. I think I'll probably yeah, there will be a shopping list, but the items you buy will not be available until you reach your ships.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that reminds me. One of the items we found in the bar fight was a bulletproof vest. Did you guys
Yeah.
both pick up stab vests the last time?
No,
No.
No.
just military fatigue.
Okay. So we should decide who gets the bulletproof vest.
We could use it as whoever's taking point in a certain situation that we know that we're going to go into. Then the person
Yeah.
have it. So.
I'm thinking, I guess I should get myself a stab vest if I want to go like in the close combat more often.
Yeah. I seem to do the least in personal combat, so I guess you guys can have the vest.
So yeah, I'll let you guys figure out who's going to take the bulletproof vest and that. Bear in mind, that's just kinetic damage if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It won't stop a laser hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
So, if you don't mind, Dexter, I would put that on.
No problem.
I also like the submachine gun I found. Who would want that?
I have one already, but I mean, having two is not a bad thing. But if you guys want to have a kinetic weapon just in case.
I have an auto pistol, but
I don't have anything kinetic yet. I guess I could take it.
yeah, we got the submachine gun.
I don't really plan on using it, but I'll have one.
Yeah.
Maybe for practicing.
I assume that when you guys met up early in the adventure, you gave the backpack back to the other player.
Yeah. That, yeah, you gave me the backpack before you got arrested.
Yeah.
I guess we did all of that splitting up of loot before we entered the mega ship.
Yep. Okay.
That would make sense.
So with that in mind, that's the adventure done until the next one.
All right.
Great. Thank you.
So the next date will then be.
I'll have to quick look. Give me 2 secs.
The 9th of March, could it be? Seems a bit far off.
Let me just double check. No, it is the 9th.
Alright,
It's literally to do with the dates when I'm basically not working, and so I can actually get here to do it.
sure.
I know it's a long time in the escape pod and that, but I'm sure we can send a fresh air supply to you.
That's no time. I mean, I'll just take a nap.
Yeah.
We'll send you a message with Morse code with our magnesium torch.
Sure.
See you soon.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
See you then.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop the recording in a
Yeah.
second. And yeah. With that, that's the end of the third adventure for this time, and I'm just stopping the adventure. I'll just speak to you guys in a second.